one more time. I have to count down 3, 2, 1,
But that's for the week, though. You still got more for
years.
No, you still got more for next week, which is still December.
Yeah, I got years left. What are you talking about, man? I'm starting an empire here.
Talking about for the year, though.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to LRMornings on this wonderful Wednesday, middle of the week, last day before the long holiday weekend. I am your primary host, joined by my primary co-host,
Jammer. It took you a long time to get there. I was like,
I know
you were vamping.
I'm being odd to today. Low sleep. My son is practicing for Christmas morning by waking us up early all week long. So that's a lot of fun.
I thought I had it bad with the puppy.
Dude, puppies are rough.
Yeah, they are.
They can be exceptionally rough, but rewarding in different ways than cats. You've got cats, so you know. But is this your first dog as an adult?
As an adult,
with your wife?
Yes, but I remember back when I was a kid.
Yeah, kid.
There was some. We've had several dogs, but I remember one of them was just especially rough. I remember 3 months in, I was just like, when does this guy become fun? I just don't know when. He's so much work.
I don't know what your plans for kids are, but if you do have kids in the future, whether adoption or whatever, but if you somehow start with a human being in infancy, it is very similar to a dog where you are literally looking at the calendar like, when does it get fun? And for humans, it's about 18 months.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. There's not a whole lot of big news. We know Dark Materials getting third and final season.
Oh my god,
at HBO.
I've been watching season 2, and it's so good. If you haven't watched his Dark Materials yet, and you have HBO Max, and you're looking for something to jump into, it is so good. I was a big fan of the novels back when I was young.
Right.
They were
Hated
really
that
good.
movie, Golden Compass, though.
I mean, the movie has its problems. It was really fun.
No, saying I hate it. Sorry,
I'm aware. I was acknowledging and letting you know that the movie has its problems.
Yes.
But it was mostly the studio. The studio did some crazy stuff with the thing. They flipped the second
They were afraid
and third
of
act.
content.
Yeah, they backed up on the content as far as the religious stuff goes, or the organized religion stuff goes. They flipped the second and third acts, and then they cut off the last 15 minutes. So it was really funny. So for those who don't know, something really tragic happens at the very end of that first book. Something really bad happens, and so you have action set piece in the middle of the movie, action set piece near the end, and then sort of a denouement that actually is legitimately probably the actual climax, and then it really kind of blows your mind, what? And then in the movie, the studio, they actually filmed the entire movie, but then the studio decided, no, we're not going to keep that in. We're going to push that to the next movie. And it was funny because I had a friend who read the books, and we're like, we should watch The Golden Compass. And my wife and I were super excited because we were curious to see what he would do. And there's this scene where Lyra is basically this really cheesy scene where, they're floating towards that denouement scene, that climax. And then she talks about, all of the people they met along the way. It was a really cheesy scene. And then it fades to black. And our friend was just like, the end, ha ha ha. And then the credits started rolling. He's like, wait, what? What? It was the most rewarding thing in the entire world.
Wow. I have not watched them yet. I've heard you and Cam rave about.
Season 2 is really good too.
Yeah.
Season 2, it's interesting because it's It's very refreshing because I feel like a lot of fantasy TV shows, they like the twisty turny plots with multiple characters and stuff. And yeah, this has kind of that, but like the actual core essence of it is pretty simple. And then say they somehow managed to just sort of feed you, like drip feed you enough along the way just to keep you propelling forward, even though I wouldn't call it like a super fast paced show. It works so well.
Yeah. I we'll be getting HBO Max potentially this weekend. to check out
binge hit our materials. It's actually it's actually relatively kid friendly in that there's not like objectionable content. It is pretty. I'm curious if your son would like it simply because how old is your son?
7.
Okay, so he's nowhere. I think I was 10 when I read the books or something.
Yeah, he probably won't understand context at all, but he might.
I mean,
enjoy
I think he'll understand what's
stuff.
happening on a surface level. Maybe not as much. Yeah, which is fine. I'm curious if he's gonna like it at all because there's like, I was watching one of the recent episodes and I was surprised. I feel like 60 to 70% of it was just following adult characters and it was just kind of just talking and it was really intriguing talking.
It was Lord of the Rings.
No. The Lord of the Rings at least had unique scenery.
Walking and talking.
No, this was sitting and talking.
Yeah, like I said, offices. Lord of the Rings at least had walking and talking.
Right. This one was just like sitting and talking with like boring adult things about like politics and things like that. And it was just like, I was like, would a kid like this? Is this like a kid show? Like it is, like it's nothing objectionable in it, but at the same time, I'm not sure a kid would be super interested. Then again, I was as a kid reading the book, so who knows?
The only thing objectionable is the ridiculous assault on religion. No, I'm joking. I always like fucking with you, and because you guys know me, I've got faith. You were raised in a faithful home. Cam is an atheist, and I like joking around with you guys because I was
raised in a faithful home too.
That's what I was saying. I
thought you said you were, which you.
I said I am a man of faith. I know you were raised in a faithful home, and I know Cam is an atheist. That's what
we're like on the spectrum.
Yeah, we are. But the cool thing is I don't ever get offended by things like this, or you can't. And I'm hoping I enjoy it thoroughly. And there's God.
I think you will. I think you will enjoy it.
Plenty of. I love theology, and we're not going to do theology on LRMornings, promise. But
theology
I love theological challenges and people that play with logic and stuff. None of that. None of the some of the more quote taboo unquote or controversial parts of dark materials don't bug me at all. So I do plan on watching it, but I also plan on watching Wonder Woman, I think.
I'm definitely going to watch Wonder Woman. I'm going to watch the fuck out of that. I'll watch the fuck out of that. I'm going to watch the fuck out of Soul. This is going to be a great
I'm just afraid of Wonder Woman being mediocre again because unlike the first movie, which we must admit that there's there was a cultural aspect to it that may have, I'm not saying it did, but may have played into some reviews because I found the first movie to be mediocre myself.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, maybe your opinion's a little bit different. I thought the movie, I still think the movie's pretty great.
Yeah,
it has its problems, but what I think it has is it has an emotional through line and theme that really just resonates with me.
Yeah, and that's some of the good stuff. There is a lot of good writing for the story. Some of the dialogue, not necessarily, and of course, I don't think Gal is that great of an actress. So there's marks against Wonder Woman for that. But we're hearing a lot of people across the board call this movie mediocre.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, I honestly didn't get really excited. I mean, I think I liked one of the trailers, but like the idea of Wonder Woman 1984, it never really appealed to me. It wasn't super exciting to me. So like, I'm hoping that it just survives on the strength of, whatever story or whatever they have got going there. But we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm really, really hoping that it's a great movie because I like the first one. Excuse me. I like the first one a lot.
I can say this. It does have a what most would consider a mediocre score on Rotten Tomatoes of 78.
That's not a mediocre
it is certified
score.
fresh.
That's not a mediocre score. 78% is a pretty good score.
It is certified fresh. I'm thinking like on a ABC grade. Sorry,
yeah.
I was thinking that was like a C plus. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking the way RT does it, but 78% of people gave it a fresh rating is what it means.
Yes.
My bad. And there's all sorts of ratings that those 152 different people use, which is why it's weird how you can see somebody rate a movie fresh with one score, but unfresh with the exact same score. Rotten Tomatoes is weird.
I wonder what I think they do. I think they actually ask when you input your review, like, is this a rotten or a fresh rating?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I mean, it's all subjective, really, but like, there's no like 3 and above. 3 out of 5 is fresh, and 2 out of 5 is rotten. I don't think it's as elegant as that, which makes sense because I think authors would appreciate the idea of, like, you know, being able to dictate whether or not they actually have a positive review or not.
Yeah. Jonathan Hickman, not the comic book writer, but Rotten Tomatoes approved critic, gave it a 7 out of 10. Said instead of making a sophisticated point, Wonder Woman 84 devolves into a typical action-driven superhero yarn, but those elements are mighty well presented. He wrote in the Noonan Times. That's a pretty good solid review.
Yeah, I mean, I could honestly, at this point, late 2020, give me that. I'll probably be
something
happy
to
with
watch.
That.
Yeah, I'll read Jim Shimbri. I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
I hope you pronounced your name wrong.
I didn't mean it that way. I think I said it wrong, and I was trying to say I think I said it wrong, and I hope I didn't say it wrong at the same time.
That's funny.
He wrote on his own blog, too long, too silly, with weak action scenes and no real villain. Wonder Woman 84 lands with a thud and an apparent determination to redefine big screen superhero mediocrity. The film's chief drag is the direction is so monumentally uninteresting. I don't know if it could be that bad. What do you think? I mean,
it could be. It could be.
I mean, like, yeah, he gave it a 2 out of 5. And rotten. NPR's Glenn Weldon, top critic, Wonder Woman 84, while entertaining and frequently funny, lacks the propulsive drive of its predecessor.
I could see that.
Jenkins builds the story to a climax that is less about an all-out battle than having a cathartic cry from John.
Wait, so that's this one?
Straits Times from Singapore, John Louis. I'm not quite certain, but yeah, I've been through this before.
I'd rather have an all-out cry than an all-out battle. Give me that cathartic cry any day of the week.
Yeah. 1 second, my door is open. Hold on. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, you go through it and you hear a lot, but you made an excellent point. It's 2020. What else are you gonna fucking watch?
Soul.
Well, yeah. I plan on watching Soul as well.
I am watching Soul too. I'm so excited for Soul.
You ready to cry, Jammer?
I am so fucking
ready. You got
ready.
tissues?
Yeah.
Do you keep tissues next to your couch?
No.
They're next to the TV, right? So you can grab them from behind. You hide them behind the TV for when guests are over.
It's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Unfortunately, 2020 does not apply because guests don't happen in 2020.
No.
But as far as like Pixar goes, there's this documentary series, mini doc inside Pixar that has me pretty stoked for the Soul movie. Pretty excited.
Really?
I mean, there's one video. They're like 12 minutes long. And there's one for Soul, but there's one for other Pixar projects as well. But it just has me stoked for new Pixar period, and that's coming next. So I am on board. Give me, what is it? Is it the 23rd today? 2 days. 2 days. Yeah. Yes.
In 2 days, you will
Dude,
see.
I'm just going to cry. I think what it is I don't really cry in real life. I cry when watching movies. So all of this pent-up angst I have that is not getting released, I could just unleash on Soul.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, isn't your wife a shrink? Aren't you supposed to be like the most mentally healthy, balanced person on earth right now?
Who says I am? Not. Who says I'm not? Like, just,
me.
Yeah.
You're a terrible person.
But like, yeah, as far
terrible people aren't well off.
It's funny because I don't roll. What the hell was I going to say there? I don't know. I don't hold back. I don't hold back crying. I just don't cry.
Yeah. I can a lot more these days than I used to be, but I don't really do it during movies or shows. Oh,
I do it in movies. That's when it comes out. When you hit like an emotional, like a theme or like an arc of some kind, or
did you cry for Onward at the end?
Oh yeah, I cried at a few points in Onward. I cried when I think it was the dancing scene. Mm-hmm. There was a dancing scene, and then the end when he realizes the true thing that he had all along. You know, that typical thing. It worked really well.
Yeah.
Oh, and
it was a good movie.
They had an Inside Pixar mini doc on that as well, where the director talked about, you know, his inspiration for that, and it was pretty cool. It actually, that little mini doc almost made me cry because he talked about how much like it was based on his Smith. Dude, no, seriously, I'm not in real life, but seriously, only in movies and TV shows. Yeah. And his brother hadn't watched the movie yet, and at the end of the little mini doc, he's like, it was right before the premiere, and he was just all like, I can't wait to see it, and I was just like, I want to see your reaction to the movie. I want to see you cry.
I love watching reaction videos, especially really emotional ones.
I love reaction videos. Like, that is my thing. Like, I love that. It's weird. I've always been like that. YouTube has really tapped into that desire to share something with someone else, and you just literally just watching someone else and go like, oh, I wonder how they're going to react to this thing. And yeah.
Well, it's like after Infinity War, I went home like after the second day it was out and looked up online like Infinity War reactions and crowd reactions, because it was such a great moment to be a part of that crowd. Captain America appears behind the train, and the Secret Avengers save Wanda and Vision. Thor's entrance into Wakanda, like portals and Endgame is great, but you got to admit, as far as like, I know he comes with Groot and Rocket, but it really is a solo entrance, and as far as solo hero entrances go, nothing tops Thor in Wakanda in movies.
It was cool. I still partially wish they played Immigrant Song there instead of the orchestral score.
God.
I'm not gonna lie.
You weirdos in that song. I like the song. I don't think, because it's the only one, so it feels weird in that movie to me. But I know you guys like it. I know why he put it in. I get it. It's fine.
It was a tone setter. It was basically boom. Yeah. This ain't your brother's Thor. This is your Thor.
I would have really, like you said, maybe Immigrant's Song orchestrated in. Like Alan Silvestri could do something with a piece of it, maybe.
You know,
or do you just want him coming in straight Immigrant Song?
I mean, to be
somebody
fair,
did that, didn't they? Made a video.
Both. I'm sure they did, but it wasn't very good because you can't. It's hard to block out all the sound effects and the music, so you kind of hear the score slightly underneath it as well, so it doesn't quite work. I want to have it both ways. I like the idea of the orchestral score, and I also like the idea of Immigrant Song. So just give me two versions that I could flip to in the tracks, and I'll be fine.
There you go. Yeah. Where was I going with that? Feelings.
You were talking about reactions and Infinity War.
Reactions, yeah, and then the Endgame reactions, man. Mm-hmm. I was so. I recorded my own to hear the crowd, because I've never heard a crowd like that in a movie theater. Not even Infinity War. The second you hear Sam on the radio and Cap like looking, and you hear on your left, it's the next 40 minutes are some of the greatest in cinema.
Though I will say,
history.
I was very distracted by one thing.
What's
how
that?
He says on your left, and then we see Black Panther. I'm like, where the fuck is Sam? Where's Falcon?
Oh yeah, and then he comes flying in. Like I cannot wait to see Falcon and Winter Soldier next year. Oh my god, that's gonna be fucking phenomenal. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow.
Hold on.
What's the matter?
Before you get onto that, so like random. You know that moment, when Cap shows up behind the train, as you mentioned?
Right.
Where they have the Avengers song.
Infinity War. Yep.
For some reason, I also, when I think back to that scene, of course I have the Avengers song in my head, but also I randomly think about that song when Jay and Silent Bob saved that woman in Dogma from the hockey players. That Howard Shore piece. I just imagine dun 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 dun. Imagine that instead of the actual Avengers song.
Wow, that's funny. That's a good piece, though.
It's okay. It's really cheesy.
I love Dogma. I love Dogma, though. It's one of my. I think it's my top 3. I think it's Clerks 2, Chasing Amy, Dogma is my top 3 Kevin Smith movies. So yeah, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow, so happy holidays to everyone, however you celebrate. To all of those that did Hanukkah, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to mention that during that first week of December. But belated, happy. What is your Christmas Eve traditions with your wife, Jammer? What are you guys doing tomorrow night?
I don't think we have a tradition. We just
really. You don't have a movie or something?
I mean, we have movies throughout December that we watch,
but not like a Christmas Eve every year.
Not really. Yeah, we have no really specific before because we kind of just play it by ear. We kind of go, what do we feel like doing? Let's do that. So we're boring. Jobin, shush.
There you go. Do your pets have stockings when you decorate?
They do. They definitely have stockings.
Yeah, so do ours. We watch. We have a 3-movie day for Christmas Eve. Hi, Jobin. We have Muppets Christmas Carol, which is the most important. That's the one right before Lucas goes to bed. That's the Christmas Eve movie, right? Mm-hmm. We have the Santa Claus, which we usually watch during the daytime.
Another great one. Yep.
And at night after Lucas goes to bed, for the next couple of years, we watch Scrooged. And in a couple of years, Lucas will be old enough to stay up and watch and understand Scrooged with us.
Yeah.
So those are that's our Christmas Eve thing. And then I'm doing but it's Christine that does most of the work these days. We're doing a ham. So we did turkey for the Thanksgiving, ham for Christmas, and she wants to do duck next week for New Year's.
We're doing tacos one night and ramen the other night.
I am down with taco Christmas. That sounds fucking phenomenal. Or even taco Christmas Eve sounds phenomenal. I'm down with that.
I also started getting into the Impossible Burgers. Oh my god, they taste so good.
Those veggie things.
They are so good. You should try it. It's surprising.
Are you complete vegan now, or are you still every now and then touch meat and
I'm
shit?
I'm not complete vegan. No, I'm not. I'm not even close. Like I'm only somewhat vegetarian in that we cook all of our meals vegetarian at home, but whenever we go out, probably 70% of the time I get something with meat. But we pretty much make meatless, only exclusively meatless meals in the house.
Cool. Well, that's boring.
It's not. It tastes pretty good. You can, if you get creative with the recipes, there's actually a lot of great shit out there.
Yeah, I went through that whole keto diet thing, and I love carbs.
I love carbs too. Carbs are great. Give me bread any day of the week. I'll eat the fuck out of bread or pastries.
So that's Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, I've already got a couple of cool gifts. I'm getting this whole Ghostbusters Plasma Edition set. I've actually got, you can see right here behind me, Ray and Gozer, the Gozerian, with her electronic beams shooting out of the air that makes her completely uneven and hard to stand up on the shelf. But I'm getting that. Did you get yourself anything special for Christmas?
We got ourselves some hand-holdy things that basically hangboards. That's it. For above your door jam, that way you can like train for like rock climbing.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, we got some of those that we need to set up. What else is there? Anything else? The hell did I get? No, nothing really.
Yeah, kind of like us, where when you buy things throughout the year, and when it gets time for Christmas, it's like maybe we'll get one or two small things for each other, but it's
and we are planning also. Yeah. We're trying to save up because we want to go on we want to travel in 2022, so we're like gonna start saving
climb some rocks.
No, probably not. Probably not climbing rocks. I don't think I have the guts to actually climb rocks in real life. Just at like a gym, give me a padded floor, and then I'll be okay.
Well, I hope everyone out there has a great holiday time. LRMornings is taking Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. We will rejoin you guys next week. However, there are episodes of LRM's No Mercy podcast, our Cobra Kai season 2 recap episode goes up Thursday, tomorrow, Christmas Eve, so you have something to listen to. And Cam and I are recording our season 2 recap of The Mandalorian, and that will be available as part of the Cantina podcast on Friday. So you still have content. Is BGR taking Friday off? Jammer?
We are.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So there you guys go. BGR will have the day off, but you guys will still have some content. Check out the website, LRM online every day. You guys know why. All the shit's there. Just do it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Amazing things going up there. I'm starting to get our podcasts going up there. We've got interviews out the ass, guys, and more coming. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. What's up?
I said that was eloquently put.
Yes. And then the podcast channel. I already talked about some of our shows, guys. We're everywhere. Spotify, SoundCloud. Make sure you hit follow. Those subscriptions really help us out. Tells the algorithm that you guys like what you are hearing. Jammer, tell people about a late Christmas gift they might be able to buy themselves or someone. Your book.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, I have a book coming out. It's January 5th. It's called Glitch King. It's under the name AJ Cerna on Amazon or Audible. And yeah, you should get it for yourself. And if you haven't read God Mode, the first one, you should get that for Christmas. Read it. Go. And then after Christmas, get Glitch King. Digitally or, oh yeah, I guess digitally. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can get it. So it's not even a late Christmas gift. You can literally buy it tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. for someone else digitally or yourself. Merry Christmas. God Mode. January what? Glitch King?
5th.
There you guys go. You and you can find Jammer at Jam the Writer on Twitter sometimes.
Occasionally. Mostly it's become dog photos at this point.
Yeah. Which are cute, by the way.
Thank
you. You named him Oliver, right?
Yep.
Which is supposed to be the cat.
We have a history of that. We have a cat named Fievel, which is supposed to be a mouse.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it's our thing.
Do you guys just pick animated movie names?
It's not specifically a theme. It's just like, it's just kind of what's happened, to be honest. It's coincidence.
It's not purposefully like all of our anime names.
Right. No, it's not.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, Jammer, happy holiday days, man. Happy holidays to our listeners. And I'll talk to you on Monday. All right, righty. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you check out LRM's No Mercy on Thursday and the Cantina Mandalorian Season 2 recap on Friday. Thank you guys so much for listening. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you Monday.
Peace.